But wait for love, and you're gonna get the chance to love. Wait for love, ooh, love. I only thought it was fitting to start with that video. But hello everybody. Hello good people out in the world who is watching this video. Hello everybody. My name is Shamaya, and okay, before I get started, let me first say I will do a more formal introduction video another day. But earlier I asked you guys on Snapchat what y'all would think about me starting a YouTube channel and a YouTube doing, you know, vlogs and stuff like that, because it's something I've been thinking about since last year. But I've been praying about, you know, timing and stuff, because I didn't want to do it at the wrong time and God didn't bless it, any of that. But anyways, I felt like, you know, let me just see what people would think. Like, would they watch it? And y'all said yes. So I'm really I think I'm gonna do it. Let me first say that I'm a full-time student at the University of Michigan, and I have a part-time job. So I'm busy, and I'm involved in organizations. So this will not be, this is basically like a last resort, but it's something that I'm excited to do and see where God takes it. So I will do a more formal introduction on myself for those of you who may be like tuning in that don't know me. You'll get to know me soon. I wanted to do a video on being single on Valentine's Day, because it is Valentine's weekend, and sometimes us single folk, because I'm single too, we can get in our feelings because we see these couples and the Snapchats of, you know, they got me an early Valentine, you know, whatever. We get in our feelings. Or, you know, how they play those love movies. VH1 has been playing a lot of romance movies this weekend. Yeah. I've been avoiding them like the plague, because I'm a girl and I'm human. I can get in my feelings real quick on stuff like that. But one reason, let me turn my phone off. One reason why I'm glad to do this is so you guys can see that I am human. Y'all can see that. But that I make mistakes. I am not perfect, and I don't have my life all the way together. God has to do a work in me daily. I made some mistakes in the past. I'm sure I will continue to make more mistakes. So I don't want you guys to have the idea that I'm got it all together because of my posts and what you see, because there's a lot that y'all don't see and a lot that y'all don't know. But at the end of the day, my goal is to please God, and I have a passion to help people grow in their walk with God. So that's what I will do, and I pray that this channel does exactly that. This channel shall not be about Shamaya. It shall all be about bringing glory to God through my daily vlogs, the devotions, whatever it is, whatever video comes up on here, or whatever request that y'all would like of me to do. I want to make sure it's God being glorified through this. It is not about me. I am lowering, right? I am lowering myself a lot of levels, rebuking all pride, because I want this to be all about God. But anyways, back to my topic of the night, being single on Valentine's Day. Y'all, one thing I used to struggle with a lot was being content in my single season. I stayed having me a boyfriend. I stayed having me these random little guys, and if they weren't a boyfriend, they were a little fling, whatever. And it started real early. It started when I was in middle school, in 6th grade. Then it happened in 7th, and it was just continuous from there. Anytime I was single, I just felt lonely. I didn't feel complete. I only felt complete when I had a boyfriend, or when a boy was paying attention to me. Those were the only times I felt complete and satisfied. And God was like, Shamaya, this ain't gonna happen. But it continued throughout middle school and high school. So anyways, there was this one relationship that I got into, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is for real the last relationship I'll ever get into. I love him, he's gonna be my husband, and all this other stuff. And something happened that I won't share, but we ended up separating, and for about like a year. And we're friends now, we're cool now. But it was traumatizing to me, because I was really into this dude. But I felt God allowed the situation that happened. He allowed that to happen so he can do a big work in me and to help me see, like, Shemaiah, who are you trying to get your satisfaction from, the world or me? And I realized that I was trying to get it from the world. I stayed having a boyfriend. And when I didn't have a boyfriend, I was talking to some guy. Like, you can ask my parents. I had my phone taken away a lot throughout middle school. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I was not content. I had to go through that rough time that I went through as a single person, facing the truth. And the truth was that I was trying to find peace and wholeness in a guy. And it's just sad. That's not how it's supposed to be. Only God can fill up your true empty voids. And I mean, that's the truth, because every time I thought I was full, something would happen and I'm crying that I'm with somebody else. It was just a pattern that I recognized. So I was just like, God, help me to be content in my single season. Help me to experience you like I've never experienced you before. Help me to prepare me, prepare me for the person you have for me one day. I repented of a lot of my mistakes and sins. And it was just a big lesson learned. And it was just a time in which I really saw myself, and I realized who I was really giving my time to, and it wasn't always God. So after God did his little work in me, I realized that, like, I wasn't thinking about no boy. I was completely satisfied. I was good by myself. And the moment, it was the minute I got good, and the minute I was content was the minute boys started coming into my face here at the university. And I'm just like, whoa. Wait a minute. The moment I get happy as a single person is the moment that these boys are trying to talk to me. I'm like, so I didn't want to go back down that path. So I just asked for God's help. I learned to stay in constant communication with him through prayer, through reading the word. And he helped me. So now I'm actually content. At this point, I'm just trusting God to introduce me to the person he has for me at his time. And I will no longer be the person initiating anything. I am content in my single season, and ultimately I want you to be content in your single season too. And the way to do that is by surrendering your heart to God. Fully surrendering. Mine was a partial surrender, and it was a partial submission. Fully surrender and submit to God. And God will take care of the rest. He doesn't want to see your heart broken. He will mend it up. But sometimes you have to start from the beginning in order to build up a beautiful masterpiece. So God had to do a whole new work in my heart. And it did hurt sometimes, but he did it. So, and it worked. Because now I'm living like my best life now. Like Jill Scott says, I'm living my life like it's golden, and I truly am. I'm happy. I'm at peace. I don't need no boy to fill me up. Last night, I went to the mall with my friends, Caitlin and Elena, and I went shopping. I bought myself a lot of stuff. Maybe too much, but anyways, what I'm saying is, like, you don't always gotta go out with your girlfriends or your bros, whatever you want to call them. Go shopping, watch a movie. I have my little date nights with Jesus sometimes, where it's basically I go to a restaurant and I'm just eating by myself, and I just pretend. Well, I pretend because he is with me, but it's like I pretend it's a date. And I feel like the more I grow in God and the more I spend time with him, is the more he fills me up and makes me completely oblivious to all the negativity around me, and allows me to experience him like never before. And that was my ultimate prayer. So for you, for those who are single on this Valentine's weekend, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, it's okay. Don't be in your feelings. God has someone for you. He's just waiting for you to fully surrender to him if you haven't already. And only then will he start to give you the desires of your heart, slowly but surely. You gotta trust him. Wait for his timing. Allow him to act. It's not gonna happen when you want it to happen. You're not gonna wake up next week with a boy you're gonna marry in your face. I mean, maybe that could happen, but I'm just saying, like, don't have a plan in mind. God wrecked all of my plans, but I needed it. God wrecked me completely, but I needed to be wrecked, or else I would still be living in the same mess. And that was in before. So be happy on this Valentine's Day. Just say, God, what can I learn in my single season? Help me to enjoy my single season. Get together with some friends. Go out to eat. Do fun stuff. Don't just be watching these sad love videos, listening to these sad love songs. Don't keep replaying the same Snapchat or looking at the same Instagram photo of that cute couple with flowers, and that's not gonna help. I rebuke that spirit in you right now, the spirit of loneliness. But yeah, it's gonna be okay. Trust me, I was there. I never thought. God brought me a long way. I would say that He brought me a mighty long way, but I'm so glad, and I give Him all the credit, all the honor, and all the glory in Jesus' name. So that's the first video I have. There will be many others, but like I said, I'm busy, so I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be one once a week. Really, it's whenever I have the time and whenever I feel led, ultimately. But let me know what kind of videos you would like to see, so I can at least start getting some ideas on what to post and whatnot. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Have a great weekend. I'm excited to see where God takes this journey with you and I. Alright, have a good one.
Like it's golden, golden.